Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. Well, welcome to a special episode of King Sport. I'm your man, King Grill. Joined as always, co-host Jay Money. What's up, Jay?
What's up with it, y'all? Y'all already know what's up, man. It's Jay Money. We're ready to get this money. Hope y'all just saw the parlay, man. I'm trying to hit this shit for real.
No doubt, Jay. Well, we got our two special guests coming in 10 minutes, man. Mr. Jimmy the Bag and a friend of his, Mr. Sunny D Comedy, man. So they're gonna be joining us in about 10 minutes, everybody. So me and Jay gonna get through these first these early games for us real fast. Jay, I know I heard you talking about it on low back earlier with Jim about the Miami Heat, man, and the Charlotte game. I ended up taking the Heat money line in this spot, Jay Money. Miami's won. I know they won in five straight up last six games on the road, but Charlotte's won in five straight up last six games at home. Charlotte's 3-7 last 10. The Hornets' last five opponents, man, I know it's Brooklyn twice, Houston and Golden State, so we really can't fault them for them losses. Really looking at who they played, but the Heat's the number three road defensive team in the league. And they're 62 straight up in their last eight games versus Charlotte. This team has just owned Charlotte over the past couple of years, man. So I had to rock with the Heat here, man. I think about the plus 140, Jay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I was saying on the Lowback show, I definitely lean towards the Heat this game. I can't say I do just think 3.5 right now. So I'm on the Heat. You know what I'm saying? You talked me into it. I didn't take the money line, but I do think that if I took the 3.5, I probably should have. But it could potentially be a close game. This is already double revenge. So I had to look towards the Heat in this one. And also, I think that this game might go under as well. We might see some defense being played in this game. Earlier in the year, the Hornets were playing real fast pace. They hadn't been like that lately, and the Heat they can play defense as well. So, but he can score. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't take the under. I am a little bit scared of it, but I'm thinking that this is a divisional game. This could be a playoff type game. You know what I'm saying? And 215 points in a playoff type game, it could tend to go under, but obviously this is the new age NBA, so I'm always be know what you're doing with those under. But definitely have to lean to the Heat here with double revenge. The Hornets already beat them twice this year. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, real, the Heat are in better recent form here. That's the reason I like them. They're on the road, but the Heat are a good road team. The Hornets are a good home team as well, so it is a little bit of a toss up, but hope that the Heat can come through.
No doubt. And I'm looking at my man Ski right here in the chat saying his numbers say Heat as well. So let's cash it, man. I took the Heat. It's back here on the board already. Heat money line plus 140. On to the next game, Jay. In a little bit, I don't know if the chat, can you guys answer? But Jay sounded a little choppy to me. Do you guys hear any choppiness from Jay or me on my side? Please let us know if you guys do. Um, Next game, though, Jay, Detroit. I'll let you start this one off for us real fast.
Yeah, this Detroit game, I just saw that Pachulia was ruled out. You know what I'm saying? So that throws a little bit of a wrench into it. But for the most part here, I got to fade the Timberwolves here on the road, man. I have to. I'm not a fan of this Timberwolves team at the on the road at all. They just got an upset win versus OKC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did like OKC a bunch, but they just couldn't get it done. Timberwolves seem to have been rolling at the house, seems like it, but not so much on the road. They're 0-3 ATS and straight up last year on the road. They're obviously this is a road game again. I got to take the Pistons in this spot, man. The Pistons 7-0 last seven ATS versus the Pistons. Versus the Timberwolves. Give me the Pistons in this spot.
Yes, sir. I like the Pistons as well, but I ended up grabbing them on the money line, not money line, the money line parlay back here. I know you guys see the parlay. Heat money line, Detroit money line, plus 260. Did them on a parlay, but I'm also on the over in this spot, Jay. Eight of Detroit's last 10 games went over. Eight of uh, Minnesota's last 10 games have went over as well. It's a revenge. I know it's a revenge spot for Minnesota after losing the OT to Detroit, but I don't really care too much about that. Detroit team is just balling. They're just rolling right now. They're just whooping ass, and then I don't feel like nobody can stop them. I don't think they can match up to them. And Pachulia being out, I saw that earlier today. He wasn't playing, but that didn't really bother me. Now I'm liking what I'm seeing from Griffin, and since they made them little small little trades. The Detroit teams have a little bit more pace. I know Jerry mentioned it, they like to slow down the pace, but they picked up the pace a little bit for me, and they get points, they get baskets. And I'm not gonna go against this trend right now. Both of these teams have been going over. Detroit seems to play lockdown defense when they want to. Not so much lockdown defense; they can get inside the paint and dominate the paint. So I'm on Detroit. And, I'm on the over 223 in this spot, J Money, and I'm on the Detroit Pistons money line in the parlay behind me. Next game though, Jay, we have the Dallas Mavericks and who Dallas playing? And the Wizards. My bad, the Wizards. All signs, Jay, point to Dallas, man. I heard you talking about it earlier too with Jimmy, man. I was already leaning that way too. All signs point to the Dallas. Dallas is 5-0 ATS. and straight up against the Wizards. I think they 9-1 to tell you the truth. That's when Wizards had Wall actually playing too, and his Dallas team wasn't really that good. Wizards are 10-4 ATS at home, Jay. A part of me think that this 233 total is just too high. I want to jump on the under, but I don't have the balls to pull the under. I don't have the balls either to take the Mavs in this spot plus the 5.5. But that was where I would lean, Jay. If I had to make a play on it, I would lean with Dallas plus the 5.5.
Yeah, exactly. That's which way you would have to lean. And I can't say I took a small shot on Dallas first quarter money line. You know what I'm saying? It's plus 140, plus 145. I had to because I feel like even if full game, I didn't take a shot with them full game, but I'm isolating towards the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? In the full game minus the 5, maybe even 5.5, but it is a bunch of points. But I feel like in the first quarter, you know what I'm saying, after that team meeting, the Mavs may try to come out here and, you know what I'm saying, they should be up after the first quarter, I feel like. So you're going to give me that plus money. I had to take a shot with it. It said plus 2 if you want to take the points, but I feel like I just want to take the money line. You know what I'm saying? If it's a tie, then it's going to be a tie towards, you know what I'm saying, just on the money line. So, hey, I think that the Mavs do come out here and at least try to avenge that 39-point loss to the Knicks. Nets, you know what I'm saying, by at least in the first quarter and first half, then maybe the Wizards pull away second half.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about the under first quarter, under 60.5. You like that?
The under, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, bro. I was thinking the same thing. I'm over here looking at it right now, and I was actually thinking this exact same thing. Real, it's crazy you say that. I'm probably finna take that right now because if it's any under, I mean, we know that around the first quarter it should be around 50, 55 points. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say 60, but the Mavs could possibly go off. You know what I'm saying? We know that the Wizards don't like to play defense, so that's the only thing. But if the Mavs come out here fired up, they should hold the Wizards down. So I'm probably finna take a look at that under 60 on the first quarter. That's a nice call by you.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, let's welcome in the chat real quick, man. That's the plays right now for me and Jay in these early games. Let's welcome in the chat. What's up, Larry Savage? What's up with Josh? What's up, Eric? Johnny? Yellow Jesus? Ski? Moses? Abdul? Coleon? Anybody I missed? Paulie C? Underdog 420? Max? If I miss anybody, J Money, feel free to shout them out, man. Feel free to shout them out.
Right, yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Like I always say, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come and tune in. So a lot of times we have some of the same people that tune in every single day, man. We appreciate y'all, the whole money gain family out there, Rural family. You know what I'm saying? Larry Savage, what's up? R Dub, JC Alvarez, board scholar. Don't be too bored out there, scholar. Don't say you're just watching our show just because you're bored, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm messing with you. What's up, Brooke Jordan, Josh? Johnny Nico, what's up, man? Everybody, we got 256 people here. Spurs and Jazz. Yeah, hey, we gonna and do it tonight, man. I like that, Dexter. I see you, man. Johnny Nico say I took Dallas plus 5. It's not a bad pick, bro. It's not a bad pick at all. Yellow Jesus. What's up, y'all? What's up, Ski? He say under on the Nuggets. I can do it. Oh, he say under or Nuggets. Okay, Jay a bit choppy. Oh, what's up, GG? Hey, I don't know what's up with this Skype, man. At one point, y'all could hear me perfectly, and then at some point, now I hear echo every show, man. So I'm not sure what's up. Maybe it is myself, but I'm on the same laptop and everything.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, we're going to get into introducing our guest of the show right now, man. This gentleman, Jimmy the Bag, is a great friend. I wouldn't have King's Court without Jimmy. Would not be having this platform if it wasn't for Jim putting his neck out there. Man, helping me get me noticed. So, you know what I mean? I owe this whole show to Jim and my man Gabe and everybody behind the scenes who helped put this thing together and help King's Court become King's Court. And I'm happy. I'm almost through my first NBA season. Great co-host, met some great people, had some great guests, but the show was not complete unless Jimmy the Bag is on the show. What's up, Mr. Jimmy the Bag?
What up, what up, what up? King's Court.
King's Court.
I just put something in my cup. Ready to break down some NBA basketball. Got my man Sonny D in the house.
Thanks for having me, everybody. I'm a big fan of all of you. I've never seen the show. I only watch it when I'm bored.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
That's what he said. It's called a callback.
I heard.
I've been watching the show. That's how big of a fan I am.
Okay.
Just saw that.
I heard the callback. Callback. Respect. Thank you guys for having us on. Ready to cap these games. The two big games, King and Jay, that we didn't hammer enough on our show are the two late games in California, but we're ready to roll with whatever you guys want to roll.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, we got this Cavaliers next game, Jim. I don't know if you and Jay broke it down or even picked a side in it yet. And real quick, man, thank you, Sunny D Comedy, for coming on the show as well, brother. Pleasure to meet you, man. And I'm liking that Orlando Magic jersey. You killing that shit right now. You crushing it. Made me want to pull mine out the box and put it on.
Thank you, my guy. I appreciate it. You should see the shoes.
Let's show 'em, man.
Oh shit, killing
Jordan in-game Royal ones. I'm just saying. I'm all put together for this.
Oh yeah. Color coordinated, I like it. You know you got some flavor, man. So let's put some money in your pocket to go get you the next days that come out this Saturday as well, bro. We got the Cavaliers and Nets. Jay, you know how this game went last time between these two teams, man. We was crossing our fingers the whole time, and the Nets ended up covering that shit in, 3 OTs, Jay? And they ended up just cashing for us, and they covered it as well. This Cavaliers team is just different. They only scored 88 points their last 2 games. They don't score as many points when Love is in the lineup. He's in the lineup tonight. Cavs are 5-16 versus the East away. They're 6-24 on the road. The Nets are 12-4 as a favorite versus the East over here. 8.5 points at first looks like too many points for this Nets team to cover. But I mean, damn, it's the Cavaliers and they're at home. I think that win they had the other day, Jay, when they came out and just ran up and down the court, might be what it is right here, man. I like the Nets. I'm just real iffy about the 8.5, but I'm itchy to take the first half, Jay. And Jimmy, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, my initial thoughts on it, like I told Jimmy, man, it seemed like the Cavs just got their number right now, bro. I mean, and shit, my book got it at 9.5. I wanted to take the Cavs. I could get 9.5, you know what I'm saying? So, but this line could be high for a reason. The away team has been covering, though, you know what I'm saying? The away team has won and covered the last 4 in the series. So we saw that the Cavs that gave them a run for their money pretty much every game this season, except for the first one where the Nets just, you know what I'm saying, blow them out. But that was a total different, it's crazy to say that was a total different Cavs team. They seem to have been playing a little bit scrappier lately. But like I told Jimmy, I think this is a letdown spot for the Cavs. Obviously, we know that they just beat the Magic pretty handily, you know what I'm saying, by 14 points. Had held the Magic to 93 points, and the Magic kind of rolling right now. So now they head out on the road. Hopefully that the Nets can pick up, you know what I'm saying, momentum off that blowout win versus the Mavericks. So we'll see, but it's too many points for me to lay because I've seen the Cavs give the Nets trouble.
I agree. I'm a little uncomfortable with the 9.5, but I've been humming and hawing all day. Now I got 18 minutes to make a decision whether I'm going to take the over. You know, opened at 226 at some books, 225.5 at other books. It's at 227 or 228 right now. We talked a lot about it, and I asked Jay Money on my show. I said, Jay, I need the Cavs to score 112 points to hit this over. Are they going to do that? And it was questionable. And that's why I can't pull the trigger. You think there's going to be scoring? You think there's going to be pace?
Well, I mean, I think the Nets need to score a bunch of points. I think they need to pick up the pace. Like you guys said, Cavaliers had their number, and they're coming off 3 straight ugly losses, man. I don't like that at all. But as far as the over-under go, I got 227 points and a half. I don't know if they do that, man. But then again, you know, last game, like you said, went to triple overtime. All I know is Brooklyn is going to come out firing because they need to. They are in jeopardy of losing that 8th playoff spot.
Yeah, I hear you there. Question I have for you, Jim. You've been good on with them Cavaliers first quarter. You don't like this spot for the Cavaliers right here in the first quarter?
No, my thing is that you need to have a team that's looking past the Cavs. And watching Brooklyn fall apart there and then smash the Mavericks, getting their shit together, I just feel like they need to get in the rhythm. Dinwiddie, Levert now coming off the bench, Crabbe starting, Crooks now starting with Treveon Graham hurt. I just feel like Brooklyn needs this bad. Brooklyn needs this so bad that maybe Brooklyn first quarter, the more we talk about it, let's see what I would get on Brooklyn first quarter, -3, that's too much. But I think Brooklyn come out firing. This is another get-right situation before this last, 15 or 16 games. I just can't trust Brooklyn as this big of a favorite. I guess that's what it comes down to.
Gotcha. Any follow-up from you, Jay, on this game?
Yeah, Jimmy, I think you just talked yourself into taking Nets first quarter. I mean, I know you talked me into taking it. I didn't take it. It's too early for me, or it's too late for me to take it. For some reason, my book will take it off. You know what I'm saying? Like 15 minutes before the game, I can't bet the first quarter, but I can still do the first half. You know what I'm saying? The full game. But I think you just talked yourself into it. Especially if you don't like the Cavs here, then it's already saying you lean toward the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Just minus. If you think they're coming out firing, that's not that high of a number. You know what I'm saying? I would actually look towards that before I look towards betting them the full game. That's time for, you know what I'm saying, give them enough space for backdoor cover. But saying they come out high, if they do come out, they should be up by 4 at least at the end of the first quarter.
Well, my question is this. How much better did the Cavs look with Kevin Love in the lineup? They beat the Magic. They put 40 up on the fourth quarter against the Magic. And you see all the first quarters that I take all year long are dogs. They're all +3s, +4s. I'm just hesitant to take a -3, -3.5 at some books. I'm just hesitant to make. This game makes me uncomfortable. When we talk about certain games where like J Money knows that the Jazz are going to come out smashing. I jumped on Jazz first quarter. I feel like I can put money on that. Can I really put money on this Brooklyn team that's looked so bad and then beats up a Mavericks team that you guys know I have no faith in whatsoever? It's a tricky spot to me, and I don't think I'm going to make a move.
I can respect that there. I am making a move on the first half, though. I'm taking the Nets. My wife put down first quarter. I meant first half. I'm not going to take the first quarter. Even though what Jay just said, Sarah, and what Jimmy just said to you, I want to take it. My palm is itching. I lit some sage today. I got all the little bad negative energy around me. Went to the sat in the hot tub. I smoked me a fat ass joint, and now my palms is itching. That's a good sign. I even put a penny in Buddha's mouth earlier. So I'm about to get my bag today, Jimmy and Jay. I might hop on the first quarter. You know what? Baby, make that bet for me. I'm gonna hop on the Nets first quarter -3, and I'm gonna hop on the first half minus the 4.5.
Yo, can I get that invite to the next hot tub party?
Oh, it wasn't a party. It was just me and my big ball soaking in the hot tub. You ain't wanna come to that.
Seems like a party to me, bro.
No doubt. Well, let's get on to this next game, man, because it's almost 4:20 time. So, Jay Money, you want to start this next game off for us? The San Antonio and the Hawks, brother?
Yeah, no problem at all, man. I need to do some of that good luck shit too, man. You say you burned some sage. I don't know. I need to look up some remedies or something, man, for some good luck. I'll do all that shit for good karma. You know what I'm saying? All of that, bro. But especially for this game, man, the Spurs and Hawks game. I saw people out there saying Hawks money line. I know they can upset some teams sometimes, but I think the Spurs come out focused here. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I know that they were looking terrible on that road trip. I told y'all when they get to the house, they gonna be ready to play. What happened? Them boys won 3 straight games. You know what I'm saying? Beat OKC and Denver. For some reason, Denver kind of sort of slumped right now, but still, they fought back and almost came back and beat the Spurs, but Spurs still held them off. Now they're going to the roll. You know what I'm saying? Like I told Jimmy, man, I think at some point, the Hawks have to run out of gas, man. They had a couple of overtime games, you know what I'm saying? An overtime game, and then they had a triple overtime game. They did some travel, you know what I'm saying, went there and they went to Chicago, obviously, and beat them. That was a tough game. Then they went back-to-back to Miami, and that was a super tough game as well. They ended up losing by 1. Then now you had a day off back at the house, but you don't play as well there. It's not like you have a crowd there or anything. They play better on the road. So I'm saying I like the Spurs in this spot, man. I took them on the money line in a little parlay or whatever, but I do lean towards the spread as well. I would take the Spurs somewhere around -5. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking the 5.5, but I would maybe buy it down. But in theory, the Spurs should come in here and hit business versus the Hawks. They could do it at the house versus those 3 teams. They could step on the road here, but it's a little bit scary seeing that the road trip they had and they were playing absolutely terrible.
No doubt. I'm gonna give my quick breakdown before I pass it to my man Sonny D, so he could give his breakdown of this game. But it's the first matchup for me between San Antonio and Atlanta this year. This young team is going to be prepared for what Pop wants to do. It's a 1-game road trip for the Spurs. We know the Spurs suck on the road, but they're taking 1 trip, play in Atlanta, have a couple of days off before they play the Bucks at home. I figure they get up for this game because they know they have to win games on the road. San Antonio's 11-22 on the road, but they're 24-4 as a favorite. So that's what I'm looking for right here. I think 235 might be too many points too in this first matchup between these two teams right here. Of course, Pop knows shut down Young. Dedmon, He's out. We know Collins is playing. They're gonna be a little smaller out there as well. They're gonna feed Collins a lot. They're gonna try to feed Young a lot. I think Pop is gonna prevent that tonight from happening. I like the Spurs here, man. My book had them at 6 earlier. It might be at 6.5 now. I'll check real quick. My book has the Spurs sitting at 5.5. I like the Spurs in the spot at 5.5. And it's 420. On King Sport, we hit the dab at 420. It's dabby time. My man, Sonny D, what's your thoughts on this game? Or we hold it for 5 and hit it for 10?
I got the same as you guys. I think San Antonio, they're trying to hold on to 8 spot in the West. They started at 6.5. They went down to 5.5. And I actually got them with the points because I know they lost by 3 in January. But I think, like J Money said, Pop is gonna have a game plan for them. They're first. Are they first? No, they're second in the NBA in pace. They're just going to slow them down. They're going to slow them down. And when you look at a team like San Antonio, basketball is very simple. You just don't want to hurt yourself. And San Antonio is first in the league in 3-point percentage, and first in the league in free throw percentage, and first in the league in turnovers against. So you know what I mean? Like, what does the games come down to? It comes down to turnovers and missing your free throws. And I just can't bank on a team like Atlanta, even though they get hot. I can't bank on a team like Atlanta that has been 30th in the league in turnovers and 23rd in free throw percentage. I got them with the points.
I love it. What's your thoughts, Jay? I mean, J Money, not J Money, but Jimmy the Bag. Too many Jays on the show right now. Jimmy the Bag, what's your thoughts?
Yo, he hit a fat blunt in the hot tub with his balls.
Hey, man.
All right,
the balls need smoke, too.
Yeah, give him a break.
The balls need smoke, too. Listen, I feel you guys, but I'm not going to take money and put my money on a Jekyll and Hyde basketball team that I can't trust. I think the most important statement of everybody, what everybody said, was King Rail saying it's a one-game trip. So if you're backing the Spurs, that's the only thing you can hang your hat on, is that it's a one-game trip. But I watched that rodeo trip, and it was fucking awful. 1-7. They beat Memphis by 1 point, so they don't go 0-8. I don't care how beat up this Hawks team is, because they got Trae Young playing out of his mind right now. And who's he going to go up against? Derek White? We know that there's no DeWante Murray to slow down Trae Young. I'm not saying I'm on the Hawks, but I'm just not. And you guys could easily be right. But there's no way I put my money on this Spurs team that turns into the worst team in the league as soon as they get on the road. Now, Ski profits on the over. And these overs at 233.5, 234, these high overs, same thing in NHL with the 6.5s, they scare the shit out of me. But they seem to cash. I'm just hesitant. You know, the main thing I would go jump on is the over. I guess the over has all of the play to me. I might jump on the over. But, you know, if I'm the Spurs and I got LaMarcus Aldridge and no Deadman for the Hawks, I slow the game down. I don't let Trae Young run wild on me. I slow the game down. That's my only concern. Are you guys making a move on the over in this spot?
Before you guys answer, can you guys hear me just fine?
Yeah.
The fuck are you yelling for, Jimmy? I'm right here.
I'm getting excited, man.
Stop getting excited. My ear hurts. Sorry, guys. Continue.
Hey, that was some good shit right there. He got you on that one, Jim. Hey, I'm going to answer it real quick, Jay. I'll let you answer it. The reason I don't like the over in this spot, like I said, it's the first matchup between these two teams. I get why the over looks so nice because of the way you touched on, Sonny, the way San Antonio shoot the three, their percentage, and number one in that department. And Atlanta likes to shoot the three as well. But in the 10 matchups between these two teams, Atlanta only averages 93 points. The Spurs only average 104. That's in the last 10 matchups between these two teams. That doesn't even crack 200 points from me. So where's the other 35 going to come from? Jay Money, go ahead and answer.
Yeah, as far as this game, man, I don't know, man. I saw this game originally like at 236, and so now it's come down to 234. I know that the Hawks are a total over team, but the Spurs have been playing damn good defense. I mean, if you look at it, I know it was at the house. I know on the road it seemed like they hadn't been playing damn good defense, but you can't really take that road trip, you know what I'm saying, into account in this game because they played 3 games since then. You know what I'm saying? They've played 3 team games since then, 3 damn good games. And so they held OKC to 102. You know, so I know Paul George went in the game, but then you hold Denver to 103 points. That's pretty tough to do. You hold the Pistons to 93 points. The Pistons have been fucking balling right now, averaging over 120 points. You held them to 93. I'm sorry, man. Like you say, if they game playing around Trae Young, you stop Trae Young in this game, then you hold the Hawks damn near maybe to under 110, maybe even under 100. If stop Trae Young, you're gonna stop the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? The Hawks sometimes it's crazy. They can kind of play some defense as well when they really want to. If they feel like they're kind of sort of getting momentum, if they, you know what I'm saying, if they're into the game, they're young guys, they'll kind of go back on the other end of the floor and play defense as well. So this is a high-ass total, man. It could easily go over with the Hawks. I'm scared to bet Hawks games under because they will run and gun sometimes. But seeing the way the Spurs been playing defense lately, I could touch the over here. There's no way.
You guys want to anything else you want to talk about on that game right there, Jimmy, when it comes to our responses to the over or the under for you?
I'm just not making a move. I tell you what, and I'll yell whenever the fuck I please. How about that? How about that as well?
It's your show. It's your
Whenever
show.
the fuck I please. It's their show.
Hey,
Therefore,
Sorry, it's your building.
Now
It's
I'm
your
heated.
building.
Now I'm heated, man. Now I'm fucking heated. We're gonna bring in a bottle here. I'll get a little more heated, but no, I'm not making a move. I'm not making a move on either. I just need to have faith in something when I make a bet. And when these Spurs go on the road, I have faith in nothing. I don't know what I'm seeing. It's such a Jekyll and Hyde situation. I'm off the total. I'm off the side. I don't want to make a move.
I hear you, Jimmy, but you got to look at this game right here. This is a one-game road trip for the Spurs. Spurs aren't coming there like a team all lily-gilly who know they've just been killing all season, so they could be a Golden State, where they could go in there and lay an egg and not really play the best kind of basketball. This team hasn't played well on the road at all. So to me, they have to tighten up for this one game. They got to show they can play defense on the road and win games on the road. The playoffs are right around the corner. Right around the corner. They got to start showing they can win games, not just for us, the public, but for their own confidence. You know what I mean? And this right here should be a confidence win. I'm building right here for a team. Win this game on the road, go home, prepare for the Bucks, and then and figure out how you're going to beat the Bucks at home. Because at home, you know you can win games. It's hope that you can't. If this is the Bucks they're playing right now, I'll definitely be on the Bucks. It's the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. You know, I want to add action to my card. The best way for me to do that is to decide whether I want to jump on Utah full game. Do I want to jump on the over in Philadelphia, Chicago? And what do I want to do in California? I'm not going to mess with San Antonio here. I just don't trust them.
I hear you there. Well, Jimmy, you just touched on that next game, 76ers and Bulls, man. You want to enlighten us and bring that one up first and talk about that, I mean?
I would absolutely love to talk about this game because last night with Philadelphia, I talked about how there's going to be so much scoring because there's no paint presence, and yet I don't pull the trigger on the over. And I leave money on the table. Here, I'm hesitant. I'm just hesitant because can I trust the Chicago Bulls offense? It's the same reason why I didn't jump on the over with the Cavs Nets team. Can I trust the Cavs offense? I know Levine and Markkanen are rolling right now. I know that they're 6-3 with Otto Porter, but you know, when I was looking at the Heritage player props, I was like, I'm not going to trust any guard on the Bulls when I know that Jimmy Butler, when he wants to, can defend everybody under 6'8" on the floor. So both teams are on the second half of a back-to-back, which means the volatility is out of control. And when I can't really trust the situation, you guys know, like I just don't bet it. But there's going to be no paint presence whatsoever. Who cares that Bolden is feeling better from his sinus infection? Who cares that Amir Johnson is feeling better from his upper back tightness? These guys are trash. Amir Johnson was once a player that I could believe in at least bringing in energy, but now I can't trust him for anything. So I think that Markkanen will have his way. If Markkanen has his way, do you take the Bulls here? No, I can't trust the Bulls in Chicago or outside of Chicago. It's just another situation that I don't have enough faith in any spot. What are you saying in this spot? You like anything?
Nah, I mean, not with Embiid out of the lineup. I mean, the line started at -6 in favor of Philly, and now it's all the way down in some books at 3.5. My book still has it at -4. Usually, if it's a Philly team that's playing the way they have been and a Chicago team that absolutely sucks, I would be salivating. I put all the money, on Philly with the points, and it'd be over. But now, like you said, like there's too many variables that I just can't count on. So I'm staying away as well.
Well, Jay, you want to go or you want me to lead it off? I can lead it off. I mean, well, Jay, go ahead. Go ahead. Get on this game right here, Jay.
Yeah, man. Hey, like Jimmy said, no bigs, no paint presence, man. It does hurt that the 76ers last 4 games have went under, but we know how Ben Simmons and the Sixers like to play, man. They like to run and gun. They were doing it last night. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because in that game, the first half, that motherfucker looked like that bitch was soaring over. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about soaring. And then in the second half, it was absolutely terrible. If you had the over, you know what I'm saying? I know you was pissed, but 24-18 in the third quarter, and then 24-20 in the fourth. I know you was hoping for overtime. You know what I'm saying? So that's a terrible beat in my opinion. It goes to 220 points. The total was 222, and then you got what 73, 61, 134 points at halftime. Come on, bro. That's fucking terrible there, man. So I'm thinking we see something but what happened in the first half last night, all game tonight, man. The Bulls can score, the 76ers can score. Both of them somewhat like to run and gun. Both of them played defensive teams last night somewhat. You know what I'm saying? The Magic like to slow it down at some point. They play better defense. Obviously, we know the Pacers are one of the top defensive teams in the league. Now we got these two on the back-to-back. I don't see much defense being played here. And it's crazy because if it's an up-and-down game, that kind of sort of favors the 76ers. But I'm staying away from the side here. I'm just hoping that the over hits. I saw it tick back down a little bit, a half point, but I'm not worried about it, man. The sharp money's still on the over overall. Give me the fuck over in this game, man. Let's catch it.
Man, Jim just kind of took a shit on the 76ers for a little bit, but then he kind of took a shit on the Bulls a little bit too. Jay, you know how I'm feeling on this game right here. 76ers is my max bet today. Actually, it's not even the max bet. This is my big play bet today. I'm making all the money I lost back yesterday today on the 76ers spot. They have way too many weapons, man. People's eyes, what they've seen from the Bulls lately, man. The Bulls are playing they're playing the Hawks, you guys. They're playing the Hawks. They're playing a team of their caliber. When you have the Bulls facing Hawks, Minnesota, teams, not Minnesota, but yeah, Hawks, Minnesota, Memphis, teams like that little category, with their caliber, that's cool. They are a whole different team. They're a top tier of teams. But they're playing the 76ers. And a clear sign to me was his lines dropping. And if the Sixers did not care about this game, Jimmy Butler would not be playing this game right now. They would have Jimmy Butler sitting out for sure on game time decision. The 76ers do not want to win this game. Philly wants to win this game. Last time they played Chicago, they won by 19 points. You got Butler going back to Chicago as well. He's going to want to turn up and perform over there. Philadelphia has too many skilled players, too many weapons. Everybody can score on this Philly team. Like exactly what happened yesterday against the Magic. Like I said, they're going to attack the rim and they're going to push out. Everybody on this Philadelphia team will attack and attack. Zach LaVine, my guys know how I feel about Zach LaVine. I think he's a great basketball player. I think he's stupid. But I just mean like mentally, like he does some stupid stuff mentally on the basketball court. We see it all the time from him. I see him making the same mistakes against Philadelphia. I see Porter doing the same mistakes as well. Well, maybe Otto Porter is the one good person I could count on for the Bulls, but when it comes to LaVine and Dunn at times, and with who they're gonna have, Simmons and Butler out there on them, I don't like it at all, man. It has to be Philadelphia, man. So Philly -4 is my max bet.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because of those reasons.
No, but max bet.
Yeah.
Max bet, trusting Philly here, going against the market move. Jay, what do you think? Sixers max bet.
This is what I think. I'm hopping with my guy right fucking now. That's what I'm doing. He make a damn good point.
Yeah.
I was leaning towards the Sixers, but I know how he has been on the Bulls, way he broke it down. I'm riding with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gave him, you know what I'm saying, some winners on the day. This is his turn. He giving me my winners. He saved max bet, so fuck. I'm hopping with my guy, man. You don't have to say anything else. Don't think about it anymore, Jimmy. Just fucking ride with it.
That's it. You know what? I want to be invited to that hot tub. I'm in.
Hey, listen. I respect King. I got King forever. King's my boy. Our families are going to spend the next 40 years together. That doesn't mean I got to support Johan Bolden and fucking Amir Johnson. You know, I love you. I love King, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take money in my pocket and put on Bolden and Amir Johnson.
Yeah, you don't have to support Jameer Johnson. He doesn't even support his own family. Talk to me nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Talk to me nice. That's funny, man. Y'all cracking me up. Hey, this is like I said. I liked it earlier. I love the fact the line dropped. I mean, it's plenty of plays on here that could have been a max play to me, but this one was jumping out to me. I kind of slept on this game last night, and I told myself, if I wake up and I see Butler game time decision, and the 76ers don't care about this game, I see nothing about that today. That let you know right there, Butler wants to go play. It's all about seeding. Philadelphia does not want to play the Celtics first round, and vice versa. Celtics don't want to play Philly the first round. They're trying to get out of that 3 and 4, man. Both of them trying to get out of that 3 and 4. Philly's gonna go in there and whoop on the Bulls, man. And plus, the Bulls are still a bad team. They're a team that wants a lottery pick. They're still a bad team. So that's how I look at it on that one. As for the total, you guys are on the over. Love it and appreciate it. I'll probably play it. Shout out to Jay Money. You killed that first quarter, Jay. Dallas, man, great call. Dallas whooped on their ass. And right now, the Heat up 29-18 over the Hornets. Unfortunately, the Pistons are losing early, 31-19 in the first quarter. But the over is looking A-OK right now at the moment, man. They keep up this pace. And hopefully Detroit put up some baskets. It's a shit bowl here.
Let me get to some college real quick. Max, I'm sorry, but I ain't even had a chat up. I'm over here making bets and shit, man. But some college, you know what I'm saying, games that I am looking at, man. I'm fading some games that y'all still have time to. I'm fading Tulane, man. This was some late plays from me, but I'm taking South Florida. This one I didn't even really look at, but when I did look into it, Tulane is terrible, man. They lost, you know what I'm saying, more than 10 straight games. South Florida, they on a little slide. I know that they want to win this game, man, so they should cover the 8 here. I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, Tulane, they may get up, but I just don't see it. I'm riding with Maxwell Smart on Southeastern Louisiana revenge spot. Y'all know what it is, man. Revenge game J. So I had to ride with him on that. I'm on Providence +5. I know Max is on that first half plus a 3. I also think they'll cash too, but I'm on Providence +5, you know what I'm saying, and I bought it to 6 as well. So twice. I'm on Providence twice versus Creighton. They could possibly even win, but I didn't get greedy and take the money line. Another game I do lean towards is St. Louis is another revenge spot versus Duquesne tonight. I did get on it earlier when it was at 8, but it is going up to 8.5. It's super fishy. You would think that Duquesne could possibly even win this game or even keep it close. Why is St. Louis favored by 8, man? Because this is a total spot for St. Louis, man. It's senior night. These home teams this is something I got to look at in college basketball right now. These home teams finna go all out, man, for these seniors. You know what I'm saying? That's not playing anymore. I did take Northwestern, but I definitely do lean that way. That's another spot. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, most of these games, if you look at it, if this is their last home game of the season, it's senior night, man. So my big play, man, tonight, I can't say, man, I got this shit, you know what I'm saying, and a bunch of parlays, all type of shit. Straight up everything. I'm on NC State, man, tonight. Minus 11 versus Georgia Tech. I was on Georgia Tech the last game. Yeah, they got up for it. Senior night, all that shit. I looked at the next game. I said they're going to get their ass bust. But they played NC State. Minus 11, minus 11.5. I'm on it, man. They will blow their ass out tonight by 20 plus, man. I'm telling you. Maybe even look at the first half minus 6 as well. NC State. Minus 11, minus 11.5 is the play tonight, man. I'm also on San Diego State. Revenge game J. Y'all know what it is, man. Versus Fresno State. I look towards New Mexico. I didn't bet it. I lean that way. I lean towards Oregon State. I lean towards Tennessee Martin, man. Them the college basketball plays.
No doubt. I know we got a busy show with everybody on, but Jim, you want to respond to those college games? You guys know I'm about the college guy. I look for all y'all. I pick my spots in college basketball. If you or Sonny have any response to that, or if you guys see anything in the chat, Jim, I'm still learning. I've been doing the show all season, and I still have to. I read my chat. I'll never answer them. I don't really bring them up too often like I should. You great with that, Jim. So if you see any questions, please feel free to shout them out.
Yeah, shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Man, absolutely love rolling with you guys and love being a part of this show. Appreciate all you guys. I think that Jay's right on this North Carolina State spot. When I go over my numbers in college basketball, I'm doing a lot better with dogs than I am with double-digit favorites. I'm hitting it a pretty nice % with the double-digit dogs. And I'm just hesitant, but I think that you're right with NC State. And I think that we can... Yeah, every dog has its day, and that's what happened with Georgia Tech last out. I think you're probably right with NC State. I don't think I'm going to double up on them, but I think I'm going to make a move. Now, we have an hour and 21 minutes before tip-off, but, Jay, I think I'll be tailing you on North Carolina State. I'll tag you when I make the bet, but I think that's a good look. Sonny, what are you thinking on this?
Yeah. I'm, first of all, Wolfpack. I'm a Tar Heels guy. I haven't been watching NCAA. I'm a fraud because I've been watching Zion Williamson since the 10th grade, and then he signed with Duke, and so I'm like, I'm not watching this season. Someone in the chat, I want to shout them out. I forget what their name is, but they want to join in on our hot tub party.
And Merrick.
Anna Merrick. Shout out to Anna Merrick. And also, Jay Money was talking about revenge games, so I was just going to lead in to his other revenge games. I'm a big fan, like I said, of you two. Whenever you want to do it, but I know that revenge game, Utah and New Orleans, is coming.
I break it down.
Man, son, you already know. My bad, Ray. I'll let you go, but son, you already know what's up.
He texted me and called me about. Jay, you take this one over right here.
Oh man, son, you already know. Jimmy was already on the early show. He already know what's up, man. Yeah, he said I can hear Jay Money saying now, revenge.
Yeah.
Motherfucking venge. How did the Jazz lose to the Pelicans, bro? You up by 17 at the house, cruising all along and shit. You think it's gonna be easy? Hell no, the boys come back and bust your ass, boy. Randall went off on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Holiday went off on your ass. You let both of them boys get 30 points apiece on you? Come on now, bro. You got to lock down on that. Jazz too good of a defensive team for that. You know what I'm saying? Their coach is too good of a defensive coach for him to let them bust their ass 2 games in a row like that. I'm sorry. Shout out to David Lay. We're going to be on the Jazz. First quarter, -1.5, minus 115. We're going to keep this first quarters going. I already cashed the Mavericks plus 140 and plus 145 on the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So on this one, Jazz -1.5 first quarter and full game, -4 and -4.5. I think that they're going to cover the first half as well, man. Jazz will come out here first quarter and shouldn't look back. I know the Pelicans been playing well. That shit is not going to hold up, bro. I'm telling you. I know they 3-0 straight up and ATS the last 3. Those are on the road. Is for some reason they play better on the road. It's one of those crazy things. They finna come back to the house tonight and get their ass waxed, bro. This is a home and home revenge game. Just stop me revenge game, Jay, man. The Jazz finna cash this shit. They better.
Hey, Sonny, I don't have nothing to give you on this game. Hey, man, I told myself, you know what? I got to start being more disciplined down the road right now. I'm not touching no more Pelicans games. They have burnt me in the coldest kind of ways. I'm just not touching any more Pelicans games. But in this one, I don't see myself. And you know what? Not just the Pelicans, the fucking Jazz too. I'm wearing a Jazz hat. It's the hardest team to fucking cap. The Jazz and the Miami Heat are the 2 toughest teams to cap in the National Basketball Association, at least for me this year. Can't get a read on those teams at all. And then what I do is basically I'm flipping a coin. But I'm going to blindly tell my man Jay in this spot. With Utah Jazz, man. I think Utah do come through. But, Jay, I'm going to take him on the money line myself. I'm going to look to lay the juice, bro. And I'm going to take him on the money line. I did parlay it with somebody else, but we haven't got to that game yet. So I'll wait till that game come and get the parlay out for that one. But, Sonny, I hope you got your answer on that.
Yeah, I actually I watched. So I was going to hold. I wasn't going to touch it because, you know, like I play basketball, right? And I don't like variables. Like you get your star player out. He's complaining about about wanting to leave. Yeah, well, you got Drew Holiday. You got all these other boys that are going to fucking ball out, man. Like, they're, all right, you don't want to be with us? It's okay. Like, that's anytime, like, a player is injured, people flock to it like, oh, they're going to lose right away. It's like, you guys don't understand. All these other players made the NBA. They ball out, too, right? This is just their chance to get more touches. And like you said, last game against Utah, Randall and Drew Holiday had 30 each. And I wasn't going to touch it, but then I watched your show with Jimmy the Bag, the early show, and I got in at my book at 3.5, and everybody must have been watching because now it's at 4.5. So I got in early because you made all the right points. You know, they didn't even want to play. They came out soft in that game, and they were still up by 17. And then sometimes you play to your team's level.
No, I feel that, and you play basketball all your life, and we broke down games over the years, and you being a player understands what it's like when someone's being disrespected, and it's taught me a lot about capping. But when King says the Pelicans are so difficult to cap, for me it's the Jazz. The Jazz messed my head up. So when the Pelicans beat the Jazz 2 nights ago, I was off that game. I'm finally not going to mess around with this Jazz team. So I took Jazz first quarter. I think the Jazz will get after them early, but I have not doubled up on it. And Jay Money's making it very enticing. Mm-hmm. Very enticing. But I'm not doubling up on it. King, are you on the Jazz a couple different ways or any ways?
Yeah, I took him on the money line, Jim. That's the way I played. Like I said, I like the juice on it. It wasn't something my wife wanted me to make a bet on. She told me to stay off of the Jazz team. She also told me, remember, use my discipline. Remember what you told me in the car? You weren't going to bet the Pelicans no more. But I was like, I tell you a lot of shit. And what do? I'm back drinking again, and I hitting in the cup. I don't follow no kind of rules, Jimmy. I did take him, man. I did take the Jazz over here on the money line, so that's the way I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna touch it. Besides that, on my parlay, with the West Coast games you got coming up, Jim, so I'll give the parlay out for that. But Pelicans just too tough. I mean, even with AD in the lineup, you got to worry about AD. Now you got to worry about when he doesn't play, how the rest of the team is going to perform. They play better without him. But when he's in, he's an easy 20 and 10 kind of guy. 20 and 15 rebounds in the third quarter, and he on the bench. It's tough to cap them. And the Jazz have burnt me so many times. I had a -10 the other day. They lost that shit. When they had no point guards over there, I was fading them. They were winning games. Point guards come back. I'm like, oh, they're now healthy and they're winning. So I hop on them. Then they start losing and I lose money. I just think the Jazz scare me. They just scare me.
You're fair.
Yeah, I feel that.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want to mess. There's some spots that I want to break down.
Also, right there.
I'm not going to double up. I'm not going to double up here on the Jazz at this point. Of everything that we've talked about, I find NC State the most appealing to jump on right now. But we have three very, very interesting games in New York, Phoenix, Boston, Sacramento, Denver, LA that I would like to make a move on, and I'd love to see how you guys break these games down. First off, King Rail, battle, the trying for Zion. Knicks have DeAndre Jordan back. How much is that going to help? Booker has been saying that him and Oubre are taking this shit seriously. I feel like I'm so, you guys know, we talk when we roll together how the NBA scares me more than any other sport, capping, and the market moves scare me more than any other sport. And seeing the market move towards the Knicks is confusing. I feel like Phoenix at 3.5 at home should be the play. I don't see DeAndre Jordan playing more than 23 or 24 minutes. And we got Mitchell Robinson coming here. We're going to see these guys, the Knicks bigs should get eaten up by DeAndre Ayton, in my estimation. And if Booker and Kelly are taking this seriously, then we should dominate the guard play, because I still don't believe Dennis Smith Jr. with this team. But the market move scares me. I'd love to know, King. You got a spot? You got a spot in this Knicks Suns?
Nah, man. Just because I think they're both, in the race to get Zion. Like, I have no idea. This shit, late in the season, this shit scares me too. If this was early on in the season, I would have said the exact same things that you just said. I mean, Phoenix already beat them 128, 110, but it's a new look Knicks team, right? So that's out the window. Man, I have no spots. The only thing that enticed me is the over/under in this. Did you have over/under in this?
And I have not made a move, but the market moving towards the over, and people talking about the over all day.
Yeah. So do you guys have any action on this?
Man, for me, this is battle for first place loser right here. This is just a shitty ass game. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to bet this game, but my degenerate ass did. I hopped on the fucking Suns in this spot, man. Knicks is just bad. Both teams bad. Two bad teams. I'm gonna take the home team. I'm gonna take the Suns. The Suns just beat up on the Bucks. They showed me enough right there. They actually beat worthy competition. New York really have to beat any worthy competition for me. So I had to rock with the Suns in this spot. Knicks, Suns, they're playing for a participation award. Participation, that's what it is. It's like they some Boy Scouts, and just for participating. They couldn't build a fire. They couldn't fish. They couldn't do this shit, but they get an award for participating. That's what the Knicks and the Suns are doing right now. They get a participation award, and that's a draft pick for these two teams right here. Knicks, Jordan coming back doesn't really do nothing for me. He just wants to go in there, probably bully the big guy around. And to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns coach asked if Jordan could play in order to help develop his game. Now, remember, these teams are tanking. They communicate. Coaches communicate. Ask him, hey, can Jordan play to kind of develop my guy Aiden a little bit out there, see what he has? So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why he's playing. Both bad teams, not going nowhere. It's more like, hey, young man, I'm going to show you something type of effort tonight. I like the Suns here, man. That's the parlay. I took the Suns -3, and I took the Jazz on the money line for a +197 parlay. Two-team parlay, Suns and Jazz.
I'm not a fan of this game at all, man. I must say, I don't have not a play on this game, not one red cent, man. I wouldn't advise it at all, man. I feel like if there's any toss-up game, these are the type that are, man. Now, I know that the Suns have won, you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4, and that's the reason why they're favored. They could come out here and dominate, but I mean, the Kings, the Knicks, they've showed some fight as well. I mean, the Kings seemed like looked like they were finna blow them out, and then you know what I'm saying, the Knicks, they held their own in that game. And this has been without Jordan. So, I mean, Jordan is going to have any limits restriction, but, I mean, he's not going to start tonight, so he's going to come off the bench. I don't know, man. It's crazy to say, but I actually lean towards the Knicks here, especially I always feel like in toss-up games, you're going to give me points. I'm always have to lean that way. I mean, both teams are pretty much tanking, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like it's crazy to say, but I feel like the Knicks have a little bit more pride, you know what I'm saying? They're one of the most I think they're one of the most valuable franchises in the league. It's crazy to say how sorry they are, but as far as money wise, they're up there. You know what I'm saying? Go and look at their net worth. So I feel like they have a little bit more pride. I mean, I know that both of these teams want to get a nice draft pick, but it's kind of crazy to say. But the Suns is a favorite. I can't even believe that's coming out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So this is the last little game of a little 3-game road trip, but maybe the Knicks try to dig deep here and try to win this game. We know that it doesn't take much for one of these teams to let the other one win. So I kind of lean towards the over here. We know in these shit bowl type games, we usually see no defense at all. Teams are just trying to let each other score pretty much. We never know who's going to try to blow it here late at the end of the game.
You know,
no doubt. I think Suns are playing with more pride. I don't know if you guys mind, Jimmy. We get the hell up off of this garbage ass game and get on to these next 2 games that actually mean something.
No, I hear you, but I'm just about making that money, and right now, after what Booker said with Kelly Oubre and DeAndre Jordan coming into a team that's actually playing well. I mean, they were playing terrible when he got hurt. We've been talking about different additions and when should I make an addition, and I'm going to move forward and make one with King. Now, King was all over the Sixers. I was just too afraid to make that move, but this one, I'm going to jump with King on. I'm going to take the Suns and going against a market move, and you guys know that I don't like doing that. But I'm going to jump on the Phoenix Suns here. There's a 3 at -115. I mean, that's what I'll make as a line shopping at SBR odds. That's what I'll make as a King's Court play, but I'll bet it at worse than that. But I'm going to jump on the Phoenix Suns here. It just makes sense to me that they keep rolling, and the Knicks winning here, it just doesn't make sense to me. So let's move on to the California games, but I am going to jump on the Suns.
You've always had good reads on the Suns, though, Jim. Since I've been hearing you talk about basketball for the past couple of years. The Suns is a team that you always had a pretty good read on.
The main thing for me at this point in the season for these teams that aren't trying is Devin Booker's interview. That guy was not talking shit. He's taking this extremely seriously. So, is there going to be a letdown spot after losing to the Bucks? This is a team that doesn't know how to win. It's not like they're sitting back going, oh yeah, we're a good team. No, they want to string a couple wins together. We know that the bottom 3 teams all have a 14% chance of Zion. Who cares if they win this game?
Also, Devin Booker was just shouted out on a Drake song, "Wet Like I'm Book." So he has that. He's going for that.
Oh, I like that.
I like that too.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Okay. I feel he trying to get a feature. Got
facts.
Drake bring you up. You know you gotta turn up. I feel you. I wish Drake would say King's Court on his show. He might not even be talking to me. If he just say the word King, I'm like, he shot me out all over Twitter. Watch this shit. I'm gonna steal that hype.
I hope one day. I hope one day Jay-Z makes a song about the weather. He's like, man, it's sunny. Like,
oh shit,
that was me.
Oh my God, I know him. Watch. Hey, let's get through it though. Celtics and Kings over here. I had to zip my lips on the low back show in the chat earlier, Jimmy. And I saw the news that Irving wasn't playing. And when I saw that news, good Lord, did I smash on Boston in this spot right here. I love Boston without Irving in the lineup. They went up there last night and they beat the shit out of Golden State. Why did they beat the shit out of Golden State? Because it mattered to this team. They came together the team last night to beat Golden State. Now Irving's out tonight. Now the rest of the guys, like, got to win under us. Let's keep going. Be on the road, and no Bagley for Sacramento for me. That's a big no-no. I don't like the fact that he is not playing in this game. Tatum should have a great game. Rozier should have a great game. Boston on his 2. It was a close pick being my max bet. But I love Boston in the spot. Money. Thoughts?
I'm still tripping out on how the Celtics, beat up on the Warriors last night. So that was pretty crazy to see. Hopefully they don't have a letdown. Hopefully they build off their win, and try to build on the momentum. I don't have a play at all on this game. It's just a stay away from me. The Celtics last 5 games have went under, but the Kings, they do like to kind of sort of push the pace somewhat. But maybe the Celtics, keep the under streak going. So I would lean towards the under here. Maybe they do play good defense. Like you say, they can still score without Kyrie, but they obviously don't score as much. They don't really have a go-to scorer. So I lean towards the under even more here, but I didn't make a play on this game here at all.
For me, now King, please back me up on this. So, because you said you like Boston better without Kyrie. So one of my best friends is a huge Boston fan. So I've been actually watching Boston all season, and Sacramento was a 2.5 point underdog when I saw it on my book, and I was about to smash it to be like, yo, Sacramento's gonna win. Because here's a fun little stat that I just looked up and calculated. Boston is 4-5 on back-to-back this season, 2-4 in those games back-to-back when they're on the road, and those only 2 wins came against the Knicks and Atlanta Hawks. So they suck when they're on the road in a back-to-back. Right? They'll do something like beat the Golden State Warriors, and then they'll lose by 30. It's happening all season. They're up and down. They've never gotten a rhythm. And I was so ready to bet on Sacramento until I heard Kyrie was out of the lineup. And then I'm like, well, now I can't make a play on the money line or anything. Also, shout out to Jim Rome's a douche. He's shouting me out on the Shaq jersey. Appreciate it.
I don't believe in this. Now, I know all the numbers prove it, but I don't believe in this we're better without Kyrie. I don't believe in it. And also, with the Celtics coming off of a win, I don't like that Kyrie's not in the lineup. I hope he's actually, obviously I don't want him to be here, but I hope he is. I hope he's not just resting. And also, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The Celtics need a win right now. The whole thing, when I heard Kyrie's out, it was so confusing to me. So confusing. Now, are these guys going to step up like they did in the playoffs without Kyrie? I know all the numbers say that they're faster pace and play better without Kyrie, but I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. And if you guys weren't all over the Celtics, in all honesty,
Kings.
I would take the Kings right now.
Kings.
If this was just my own show alone and I didn't know what you guys were on, and I won't do it because I know that I'll hit over 55% rolling with you guys. So I'm not going to do it, but I don't buy it. I just don't fucking buy it, man. Especially on the second half of back-to-back. I don't buy it. Cash Axe bets the boss just won 6 against spread in the last 7 games. Who cares about the last 7 games? We're talking about they get on the airplane, they get out of Boston, they get out of the fucking dark cloud of that was hanging over this team. And I hate that Kyrie's not in the lineup. And I'm not touching Boston with fucking 10-foot pole.
Well, what my whole thing is with this game right here too is Sacramento is not the same without Bagley in the lineup over there. They're already a bad team defensively at 27. Then they're at home at 26 when it comes to the defense. They're 19th from defending the field goal. They're 14th from defending the 3. A team like Boston, their road defense is top 4. The top 5 in field goal, top 4 in 3-point percentage, and 18 from the free throw line. The rebounding has been trouble. And when it comes to back-to-back with Boston, everybody understand this is like a fresh new season for this Boston team. They didn't have Irvin last year like that. They lost Hayward first game of the year. And then you put in Irvin and Hayward on the court at the same time when your other team had all year to gel and get their chemistry together. And it's going to just feel like a whole new team. It feels like you just drafted 2 new players and added them to your team. So the back-to-backs aren't going to add up right. The rotations aren't going to look right. but it's more about going into the playoffs for me. And I also look at the NBA like, is LeBron going to make it to the playoffs? Again, we're going to talk about it a little bit, but are the Lakers going to get in? That's all I got to think. And when I look at the West, if any team falls out of the playoffs, it's going to be the Sacramento Kings. And it's going to be the Lakers moving above the Sacramento Kings and probably Utah Jazz if the Lakers do get in the playoffs. So I do have to play the storyline a little bit when it comes to capping second half NBA when I look at certain teams. This is Boston won last night. They're going to be – look, I can see SportsCenter saying right here, well, Boston beat Sacramento Kings tonight, but they didn't beat Irving tonight. But they did beat them yesterday when they played Golden State. And look at the ass they put on Golden State. I mean, that's why this line's not big. It's a pick in Sacramento. If Bagley was playing, I can see it. But no Bagley worries me, man. I just don't – no Bagley. I just came back to Sacramento against a team like Boston.
I feel that. I feel that totally. If Bagley was in the lineup, I jump on Boston. Or excuse me, I jump on Sacramento. Without Bagley, I'm not going to. But I'm just telling you, I'm going to stay off the Celtics at this point. And it's the Denver Lakers game that I want to find an angle on badly. Because if I was alone, I told you I would jump on the Kings right now.
Same.
So I'm just going to, I don't know. Denver Lakers, you know, King, I've loved watching you through this LeBron coming back from injury and them falling apart. I've loved watching you break down these games. And I'm shocked with Denver in a spot where they've lost 3 straight and need to bounce back with a healthy lineup. I need to find an angle on this game. And watching the market move towards the Lakers, I guess, is that just the public? Is that always going to happen? Do we jump on the Nuggets first half? How do we handle this Denver Lakers spot?
Also, is Kuzma out with an ankle injury?
Kuzma's out.
Kuzma's out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this Lakers team is really banged up, and I'm full. I'm full. Like, my cup is halfway full, but I'm full of Laker hate. I can spear this shit all day long. But I think Laker fans are tired of me ripping up LeBron posters, threatening to go piss on the Staples Center steps, threatening to go down there and impregnate every single Laker girl. I think they probably pissed off with me saying all that this year. I'm not really going to shit on LA in this spot right here. I'm just going to tell LA, I want LA fans in the chat. Why would LA win this game? Kuzma's out. Lance Stevenson in game time every single game. The guitar he got, he's not even a guitar anymore. That's a fucking banjo. He's playing one of those little baby-ass guitars with a couple of strings right here. It's not even a full guitar anymore. This shit's so short. LA's chances of making the playoffs is shorter than that. 1%. 1%. How are they going to beat Denver here? How the fuck are they going to beat Denver? No Chandler, no Lonzo, no Kuzma, Ingram with a fucked up shoulder, and Lance Stevenson with a short-ass guitar. Denver going to go in there and whoop that ass. I'm sweating right now, not because of the fucking drink in the cup, but because I hate in my heart LA. LA gets smacked tonight, Jimmy, if that answers your question.
Oh, that was the greatest thing in the world. I love when people preface something and then go against the preface, like, hey, man, no disrespect, but your mom's ugly or something. So it's like, I'm not going to make fun of the Lakers, and then the shit on the Lakers. Also, I'm a LeBron fan, but I will also like to come with you after the hot tub to impregnate all the Lakers girls. I'm a Nuggets guy. After Jordan retired, I had to pick 2 shitty teams. So I picked the Warriors, but with Baron Davis and Steven Jackson, like those Warriors.
Yeah.
And I picked the Nuggets because they suck. Like, I have an authentic J.R. Smith Denver Nuggets jersey. I don't think J.R. Smith has that jersey. And you know, the Nuggets. I think they've lost 3 in a row. So they're a team with pride. They're trying to bounce back. I don't think they're gonna lose. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I honestly think they cover, but I just don't know. I never bet against LeBron. That's something I've never done in my life. I'm never going to. But I like the Joker. I like Millsap. I like Murray. I like all of them, man. I like the Nuggets.
But you can bet against Fat LeBron, right? Fat LeBron can be bet against.
He's still a little hurt, I think.
J Money, should we hammer this Nuggets spot?
Man, it has to be Nuggets or nothing for me, man. It's all, you always have to be weary of the NBA, and you know what I'm saying. Like we've been, even though we've been saying this lately, even when everyone bets against the Lakers, you know what I'm saying. That's when they cover. But you know what I'm saying. This spot, seeing that, you always have to be weary that it didn't happen against the Clippers. You know what I'm saying. And Clippers money line, everything hit. This is a spot, I mean, where we've been seeing the Lakers actually get taxed at the house. Now we're seeing, you know what I'm saying, the team on the road that's actually favored by what they should be. The Nuggets aren't as good on the road, but with them coming off 3 straight losses, they should be in mode here to try to blow the Lakers out. Obviously, I mean, everyone should want to kick LeBron while he's down. So I don't see why the Nuggets don't, you know what I'm saying, come out here and blow them out. I mean, obviously, Ingram is questionable. Even if he does play, he probably won't be 100%. Kuzma's out. That's pretty big. No Chandler, you know what I'm saying. If Stevenson does play, I'm not a huge fan of him, you know what I'm saying, anyway. So the Lakers are at the house, but I feel like if Lakers even at full steam, the Nuggets are a better team. So the Nuggets, I mean, they have Gary Harris, you know what I'm saying? They have Jamal Murray in there. They have the Joker in there. Who's going to stop him? Who's going to – nobody. We don't even have to ponder that fucking question because nobody's going to stop him out there. LeBron, he does seem to care out there. They're not getting up for these games. Looks like they're melted in. It's the Nuggets here or nothing, and you have to throw the money line in the parlay, man. You just have to.
Hey, it's something nobody's touching on. I've heard not one of you guys touch on the IT factor. LeBron ran IT up out of fucking the Cavaliers. Then he went to LA, and he's not in LA no more. And where's he at? He's in Denver because LeBron was going to LA. The IT factor is in full effect tonight. What guards are going to stop IT out there when IT wanted to get his buckets his damn self? If he wants to get his buckets, if he's gonna make, if IT's gonna make himself be the prime distraction for LA tonight, because he will be a distraction tonight for LeBron James and the rest of his company. Then Jokic is gonna eat, Murray is gonna eat, everybody on that team is gonna eat over there. LA, I'm a huge LeBron fan. I love the man LeBron, but the one thing LeBron is not is accountable for his own actions. As men, what I preach to my kids is be accountable for your own actions, own up to your mistakes, and take responsibility for the shit that you do. LeBron doesn't do that. He doesn't rebound. He blames it on somebody else. He's getting older. He throws the ball off the backboard. He doesn't play any kind of defense at all. If a man runs past him, he's not going to guard him. What's IT going to want to do? What is Murray going to want to do tonight? And no Kuzma to help back LeBron up. It has to be the Denver Nuggets, y'all. It has to be Denver. I'm sorry, Laker fans. I know I crack jokes on you guys, but I mean this shit. Bet Denver tonight, man. Teddy B, if you bet the Lakers and you come in chat talking about you and the Lakers tonight, bro, I'm kicking you out of the money game, Teddy B. I love you like a brother. I'm kicking you out.
That's 100% right. IT is going to look to show out. IT's one of my men. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat. I was very.
The chat's nice.
The chat's nice, man. Thank you so much for all your comments. There's someone named Dizzy. Whoa, there it is.
Dizzy Rothstein.
Yeah, Dizzy Rothstein. He asked why J Money wears so many chains. Because, like Drake said, he started from the bottom, so he wears every single chain, even when he's in the house. Started from the bottom, and we're here, bro. You're watching us.
Your lyrics just aren't as strong as.
Hey, you got. I was over here, grew up guru. There we go. Hey, Jay Money, tell me, you know what I mean? They don't. Hey, Jay, they may not understand this, but when you slime, you don't wipe your nose, you let it drip. Tell them that's why you icy.
Yeah,
you know
drip.
how it is, Jay.
Facts.
Yeah, hey, I gotta show him, man. We eating over here, man. Like I said, I ain't always had, you know what I'm saying, money, man. We come from the bottom, man. So I mean, no Drake lyrics, but some real shit though. Started from the bottom, now we're here. So I mean, you know what I'm saying. You watching me on the show, man. So he let you know right there. But hey, we here now, baby. We eating, and let's continue to eat. That ain't nothing, man. We got rings, bracelets, hey, all type of that. This is just a jewelry that you can see. You know what I'm saying. But enough of that, man. You know what I'm saying. I know we're going a little bit over time, but we finna get this cash tonight. I don't see the Lakers win tonight. If they do, definitely some fishy shit has to be. I don't see the Nuggets losing 4 straight games. This is the prime spot for the Nuggets to get back, you know what I'm saying, back right. I need the Jazz big, man. I need NC State big. I'm on this shit, man. So just to run through plays real quick, I am on the Jazz. I'm on the first quarter, -1.5. In the full game, -4 and -4.5. I already cashed Mavs first quarter plus money. I am on the Wizards full game, you know what I'm saying, -5. I'm on the Heat with my guy Real. I took the money line and I was already on +3.5. but I took the money line plus 140. You know what I'm saying, with my guy. I am on the Detroit minus 4.5 and on the money line. I hope they come back for me. And I'm on the Spurs minus the 5. You know what I'm saying, and the money line. I took roll with my guy. I'm on Philadelphia on the money line and the minus 4, and I'm on the over 230. I need totals, you know what I'm saying, too. Not on the Nuggets, you know what I'm saying. I am on them on the money line, but I think that the minus 5 they should definitely cash as well too. And I'm on NC State tonight, man. I need that one to cash. Y'all know what's up. Y'all go follow me on Twitter right now at JMoney. Here's money, man. Got all types of trip, man.
Oh man,
No doubt. Real quick before you go, Jimmy, I want to let everybody know the Nets first quarter cash 35-22. Nets in that ass. Like first quarter did cash for us a little while ago. Pistons did catch back up. And I want to let Jimmy the bag and my man Sonny, man. Let them know where they can find you guys. Jimmy, you know, everybody know you, man. You a goddamn pillar in the community, man. You damn near gonna have your face right there next to everybody's gonna be your face. Hopefully my face one day. J Money Chains and everything. It's gonna be a Mount Rushmore of fucking cappers out there with all of us up there doing our thing. But Jimmy, tell them where they can find you. Thank you for coming on the show, man. King's Court would not be King's Court without you, Jimmy. And your man Sonny D, man. If you're ever in Vegas, brother, hit me up. I always respond. I always come out and turn up and kick it, man. So if you're ever in my neck of the woods, bro, hit me up. I'll definitely come out and hang out with you, man. I would love to shoot the shit with you, man.
Man, I know you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you want to take it, but let me first say that this being a part of this show means the world to me, and the chat on this show has been hilarious, so funny lately, talking about Subway token on your chain.
But you go.
I'll
first.
let you hit that.
Yeah.
I'll let you hit that. Okay, a couple things here, just about from a capping perspective, not how thankful I am to run with you guys, appreciate you guys, and you know, Jay and King, I got you guys for life. Isan Solfagari says, Jimmy, you always talk about hockey teams and stepping on their throats. Do you not smell blood in the water? Christopher Comentini says, IT hates LeBron. King bringing up IT in this game is a very interesting perspective that I haven't heard all day. I have not heard Isaiah Thomas's angle on this game all day. You don't think Mayweather's going to be sitting courtside for this game? You don't think Mayweather's going to want IT to fucking light this shit up? I've held back from a lot of plays all day, all night. I've had, when we've been breaking these games, all night. I think Isan Solfagari's right. I think King Rail's right. I think the IT bring up is right. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to triple up on the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to go, and I haven't done this all year. It'll be the first time I'm doing this all year. I'm going to go first quarter, first half full game. Now, you guys know my NBA units is just 3/4 of a unit, so it's still like a 2.25 unit bet, so it's not that gangster. But I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to lock in NC State that Jay Money brought me on. I'm going to drop the Suns -3 that King Rail moved me towards. And then I'm going to triple up on the Nuggets like Isan Solfagari said. Now, I am uncomfortable betting against LeBron, even fat LeBron. But I think that the Nuggets now, after 3 straight losses, IT in LA with Mayweather on with floor seats are going to put their foot down on the throat of the Lakers. Now, let me say this, that the association puts a small slit in your throat every time you get comfortable. Every time you get comfortable betting the association, it fucks you. So I'm not saying this with enormous confidence because the association seems to always get me. And I don't end the year 50 units up. I end the year 12 or 15 units up. I'm not making a living betting the association. But I'm going to triple up on the Nuggets first quarter, first half full game.
I just want to say thank you for King and Jay Money for having me on here. Like I said, I'm a big fan of yours. For Moses, that wants to know why I have a Subway token around my chain. Because when I do stand-up comedy on the East Coast, when I do it in Toronto and New York, I don't got enough money like these guys. I'm just fans of theirs. I put it in, pop it out. You know what I mean? Free Subway train rides for life. Thank you so much for having me. I think we covered it all. I'm glad that Denver is only down 4.5. San Antonio is doing work, up 10 against Atlanta, like we said. Revenge game is just starting. Hopefully Utah Jazz takes care of business. Brooklyn is up. Yo, thank you so much, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan. This really helped. When I'm in Vegas, you bring the weed and the hot tub. I'll bring my balls. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Well, tell them where they can find you at, brother. You got a Twitter handle? You got somewhere, IG or something?
Oh, my bad. Thank you. At Sunny D Comedy on Twitter and Instagram. At Sunny, the letter D, Comedy. Instagram, I'm fire. Twitter, I barely tweet, but maybe I'll start with this shit.
No doubt. Well, thank you guys for all coming on. It's probably been one of my favorite shows besides my 100th episode where I got to be there with my man Jimmy the Bag and hit the dab together and get twisted and lifted. This has been a great show. We already made money while we've been on here. Right now, we look like we're going to make more money throughout the night. It's been a pleasure. It's been a privilege, man. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you, Jay Money, for making this happen. Last year, I wouldn't even see me in this position, in this situation, but I'm here now. And I'm loving it, man. So thank everybody. And Jimmy, our chat, I think, probably do have low bag a little bit when it comes to comedy. I have some of the most craziest, ignorant people in my chat all make us laugh. By ignorance, I mean our sense of humor is stupid, retarded. So it's pretty funny in here, man. You can just come in here and not gonna put me on mute and then read the chat. You'll probably be in tears, man. All they do is crack jokes. I love you guys, King Sport followers, the Royal family. Good luck tonight. That's my man Jay Money, my man Sunny D Comedy, and you guys know Jimmy the Bag. I'm King Rail. Good night and God bless.